So I'm getting ready to leave. I'm gonna do a warm up here. You can see she's plugged in. We got a full charge. It's blinking. Yep. 1, 2, 3. There we go. You can hear everything come to life. It's now using power, but it's drawing it from the 110, which is, so I'll show you that it's on the 110. There, plugged into the house. So we'll let that go for 10 minutes, and we'll see where it goes. I had to come up here to pick up the Christmas tree. You can see it in the box for the city, and a couple of scrapers. Hey, so Sparky's done preheating. You can see the lights have turned off, so it just happened just a minute ago. So we'll unlock it, and I don't know if we can switch the video around, can we? Anyway, we'll put my stuff in the car. Unlock, looks better. Unplug her. I'll just leave the charger up here during the week because I have the 240 at work now. So we'll get in and we'll see how the charge is. The car up. Oh, hatch is open. Okay, well, I'll take care of that. Stuff the Christmas tree in there. Okay, that's good. All right, so you can see 87 max, 73, 58. Yeah, we're using about 20.6 kilowatts. Roughly 90,000 kilometers on the battery. Since last full charge, you saw all that. 0.7. And we'll head out, and I'll update you when I get to the charger. This is our lovely winter weather. Okay, so we pulled out of the driveway, again 73, we're at 0.8 I think. And it's mostly downhill from here, so we'll see how we do. This part, I usually gain a lot of kilometers. I'm not, happy that I don't have a hilltop reserve. That would be nice, I guess, in this situation. Then the battery would top up as I go down, but I'll let you know what we're at when we get down to the bottom. It's about 13 kilometers. So you can see we're at 976.4. So I'll show you when we get down to the bottom of the hill. And for Peter, here's the golf course. All right, guys, talk to you soon. It's a little shaky, sorry, but we're at 983.4 and we're at 74 on the GOM, 98 max. So it's mostly downhill. I mean, it's hilly up and down, but you're working your way down from the mountain. Bottom of the 329, we're at 80. I'm gonna stop up here in a second and I'm gonna turn the heat on, and I wanted to show you something about the heating, recirculating, and for those of you having trouble with the spark fogging up in the wintertime. Okay, so when we go into the climate settings, you'll see when the car's in auto, you have the recycle on, and then even if you change, you know, out of auto, you'll see that the recycle stays on, and that just perpetuates the fogging in the car. Now if you press, this is the recycle button, if you press the recycle button once, it turns it off under the auto, but you've turned it on again. Well, not turned it on, you've just transferred it to manual control, really, out of auto control. You press it one more time, then you're off. So I just wanted to show you that and try that to see if it helps with your fogging situation. It does with mine. Okay, we're here at the Four Corners in Lachute, the 329 and the 158, 148. We're at 80 kilometers, max of 103. It's 990.5. I can't remember exactly. I think it was 979 when I left the cottage. And we've come down from 20.6, I think, to 20.4. Now we're gonna head out. And the other thing I wanted to tell you guys is I'm gonna drive this first half of the trip above the speed limit, posted speed limits. I know I have more than enough to make it to where the charger is, and I want to have room to actually charge it. I don't want to be like close to 80% when I get there, so I'm not going to be conservative. I've got the heat on. You know, you can see here it's using 18, 19, 17, depends on the grade that we're on. Doing 95 kilometers an hour. Yeah, the heat's on. You can see it's using. You can see the temps up. I'm not using the seat though. My butt's already warm. On the second part of the run, I'm going to be conserving energy, getting to the house, trying to save as much as I can. So I'll run with the heat off a little bit for as long as I can. Guys, this. So we're at 38, we're at 50%, at 7.5. Still at 50%. And I'm not easy on it, as you can tell from the videos. I'll run this thing to zero. I have done several times. And I've run it out of juice once on the highway, on this highway, 148. So no, I'm not easy on it. I quick charge it in the wintertime, on the weekends, probably at least twice. This winter's going to be maybe a little less. My son's not working at the ski hill this year. Oh, here we come to the Autodrome in St. Eustache. But it's going to be a different year altogether because, like I said, there's no charger at home, and I can only charge at work or at the cottage with the 110 at work with the L2. So I'm driving to work on half a charge, charging it full, driving back home using half a charge, and hoping that it will last into the deeper, colder temperatures that we'll have overnight. We'll get down to at least minus 27 degrees Celsius this winter, I would imagine, on several nights, and the car will be parked, not plugged in. So we'll see how that fares. I'll keep you guys updated on that. There's a bolt charging. Well, there we go. So we'll charge up. I'll be right back. Okay, so if you're lucky enough to have the DC fast charge, oh, I'm gonna have to put you guys down. Lunk. Okay, so we got connection, orange light. Oh, it's still in there. Not sure what happened there. Press the start button. Okay, so we're initializing. Fast charging, done by 2:24, and the time is 2:15. And the nice thing here is that we can turn the car on while it's charging. Now it's on. And you can see we're taking in 46 kilowatts. I just turned the heat on, but I'm guessing it's not actually working because it's staying at 46, 47. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes when it does that initializing thing, it doesn't work properly. So I'm going to turn the car off, and it'll go back to its charging state. I'm going to open the door and close it. It's going to honk at me because the keys are still in it. Step on the brake, press the start button. There we go, this time it worked. So I'm dropping down to 44, 45. I'm going to turn off the automatic headlights. So they're not on. Charge cord connected. So yeah, you can see now we're drawing power for the heater. And it's going to blow hot air. Otherwise it just blows cold air on you. Not sure what it is. It's another bug. Like every time I fast charge, the service light comes on, but after a cycle it goes off. So I'll get back to you when we're ready to go. Okay, so it's 2:23. We've hit 80%. I only need 60 kilometers to get home and to work tomorrow. So we did good at 80%. You can see now that the car itself has stopped down the charging after hitting 80%. It's gone down to 25 from the 44, 45 that it was running at before with the heat on. Otherwise, with the heat off, it gets up to 48 at the 50 kilowatt chargers. It's pretty good. And it's quick too, eh? So we'll shut this down and proceed on with the rest of the trip. So we'll see how we do on our way home. It's 34 kilometers to home and about 16 to 20 to get back to work, but it's uphill, so I'd like to have a little bit more in the bank. And we'll see what we get when we get back to the house. So it's 34 kilometers from here. We'll see how much we use getting back to the house. So like I was telling you before, guys, after fast charge, my service light stays on, but I'll show you later on that it goes off. So we're on the 640. We're going to head to the 15, down the 15. I've got the radio completely off, all the heat's off, no heated seat. And we're just going to cruise at 90 all the way back and see how we do. We're at 20.4. See if we can keep it there or drop it down a little bit. What are we at? 1029.5 kilometers. We started that at 979, I guess, for this trip. Okay, so we're coming up on the 40 at the bottom of the 15, and I'm starting to get a little cold. So we're going to turn the heat on, and because there's no way, I'm at 53 on the GOM, there's no way I'm going to use more than 20 getting home. I'm only about 8 kilometers away. So I'll turn that on, you can see where we're at. I'll turn the radio off. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Just in a slowdown now, as it always is at the bottom of the 15 at the 40. But yeah, we had close to 70, I guess, when we left St. Eustache, and we're at 53. We're heading for a max of 69. 1055.1 right now. 20.2, as you remember, we were at 20.5, 20.6 when I left the cottage. It's uphill and then it's downhill coming into the city, so we used less energy per kilometer, or 100 kilometers. So there we go. So I'll get back to you when we get to the house, but I think we're good to go to work tomorrow. We're just passing the fields for Concordia and Loyola campuses here in Montreal. Okay, so we've arrived. We have 37, that's fantastic. That's more than enough to get to work. Like I said before, I think, there's no charger at home. I'm parking on the street here in Montreal West, and had I had a charger here, I probably would have chanced trying to drive all the way here, because we did really well. Our 100 kilometer kilowatt usage dropped down. As you can see here, we're at 15.6, so that would have been battery capacity, close to battery capacity, so I could have made it. If I had driven a little bit slower on the first part of the drive, been a bit more conservative, yeah, I would have made it all the way back here on the charge I had when I left the cottage. Maybe not if it was considerably colder. You can see here it's -1. When we left it was -4. We're at 1068, 1069 kilometers. Good morning, everyone. So it's the next day. You'll remember that we left the car with 37 kilometers on it, and now we're gonna check it and see. It's preheating. So there it is. You can see that the preheating is on. Get in and check and see how things are going. Nice and warm. Oh, so there we go. I saw 33. Yeah, 33. So we parked it at 37, and then we're down at 33. So we left the cottage. I checked. It was 976. And we're at 1068. So we did over 90 kilometers yesterday from the cottage to the city. So more than I expected, but I guess that's probably because I went out of my way to the charger, although it wasn't that far. But anyway, still a good result. And of course, because of the preheating, we've gone up from 20.2 to 20.3. And we'll drive to work, and I'll see how much we lose driving to work with the cold batteries. we go. Complete trip from up north to the city and back to work. And all worked out just fine. So we're at 16 left, 184.7 and 20.2. 19.1 kilowatts used for the trip. So if the car was brand new, we still would have had to stop. Temperature's a bit warmer, obviously, 8 degrees warmer than when we started the trip yesterday. But you can see the energy used across the battery and everything. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.